Hey compassionate carnivores, in today's video I'm going to show you how to cook bacon 5 different ways. I'm going to be rating it on taste, messiness, and how long it takes. This first one, I've honestly never done it before. I saw Dr. Barry do it. It's a big pot. My dad was like, what do you need a pot for bacon? But apparently it's no mess at all because usually you get splatter. So we're going to be testing that out. This is the first way. I'm going to be trying this one with the beef bacon. I got beef bacon. A lot of people don't realize that in your pork, you're eating what the pig ate. So corn, soy, glyphosate. So the beef one is definitely much cleaner. It tastes the exact same as the pork bacon to me. I'm going to be doing blind taste test too with my dad. And we're going to see if he'll be able to even tell the difference between the beef bacon, so stay tuned to that. So number 1, we're going to be cooking the bacon up in the pot. This is what the beef bacon looks like. It seems a little thicker than pork bacon, but it's really delicious. We're going to put this on medium heat. And then the second one, we're using a cast iron skillet. I absolutely love this cast iron skillet. We've been using it for a long time. You can cook up fried eggs in it, scrambled eggs, ground beef, steak, anything. This is absolutely game changer for carnivore. It's a must-have because most pans have Teflon and a bunch of bad chemicals in it, and it actually stays in your body forever. So get a cast iron skillet, and it's super easy to clean once you're done. Next, we're gonna cook up this applewood sliced bacon. This is absolutely delicious. First, you want it to heat up a little bit. Let me know in the comments below how you guys like your bacon cooked. I always like mine nice and crispy. These pots me and my family have been using for a while as well. I really like it because they don't get hot at all and it won't burn your hand. And then the bottom is, I believe it's called tri-ply base, so the whole thing heats up. Not that the middle is just cooking up and that this side is just completely raw. You might be thinking, how are you guys gonna eat all this bacon? Well, my dad eats a lot. Just kidding. No, I'm not kidding. But he's going on a trip tomorrow, so then he'll have a lot of snacks. We're gonna preheat our oven to 400 degrees. I'm using parchment paper because I know aluminum's bad. I don't know if this is true, but I feel like this is better for you than aluminum foil. Every time I make the oven one, I think it tastes the absolute best. So I'm going to test it out and update you guys. I think this one's the most easiest one, less mess. We're gonna cook up the thick sliced bacon in here. Okay, I'm gonna save this half for the last one. This one, I don't know if this happens to Dr. Barry, but the bottom is like completely charcoaly. It's gonna be really hard to clean. I don't know if there's something we could have done to prevent this or if it's because I did beef bacon. I would not recommend making beef bacon in a big pot because if you look at the bottom, it doesn't get enough grease like the bacon does. The pork bacon has a lot of fat and grease, so it's not sticking to the bottom, but this one doesn't have much grease or fat at all, so it's just like getting stuck to the bottom. But it looks delicious. Ooh, beef bacon's my favorite. So my dad's gonna blind test it, and I guarantee he's gonna think this is pork bacon. We're gonna put this in the oven, and again, we're gonna rate the taste for all of them, how long it took, and the messiness. I'm showing you 5 different ways because some people don't have a cast iron skillet, a pot, or a griddle, or a Ninja air fryer. But the next one is a griddle, which I feel like most people do have. This one's got a convenient way too. So now I'm gonna take my beef bacon. I'll leave the brand of this griddle down below. Today's video is proudly brought to you by Beast Mode soap. This is the soap that me and my family have been using. We absolutely love it. It's not only important what you put in your body, but what you put on your body. Your skin absorbs 60 to 70% of what you put on it. So this has natural, clean ingredients. I've tried other beef tallow soaps and they would just fall apart and crack and not be good, but this has a cold process so it doesn't crack or crumble like those cheap soaps do. Yes, it's more expensive than other soaps, but it has natural, clean, beneficial ingredients in it. You could pay cheaper, but then you're just poisoning yourself with chemicals and it's not going to last long. It's just going to crumble and not be good. I use the unscented one, and then I go in with my grass-fed whipped vanilla body butter. And then my dad uses this one, Force Ash one. My dad loves this one. He even uses it in his hair. It is super hydrating and nice. So my dad struggled with really bad dandruff and his scalp would just be dry. And he'd actually always have dandruff on the back of his shirt, but this has been a big help with his dandruff, and it leaves your skin smelling good. You get out of the shower and it's on your skin, you could smell it. There's a special offer in the link in the description below. This last one is what my family does every single day to cook. It's an air fryer. This is absolutely game changer. We've made thousands of pounds of bacon in it. You can cook burgers, you can even cook steak. The other day my dad made the best steak ever. I said, how did you make this? He said in the air fryer for 8 minutes he made a beautiful, delicious steak. We cook ours at 390 degrees, and then I cook it for 5 minutes, and then I stir it, and then I cook it for 5 more minutes, and then it's usually perfect. This is the Speedy Ninja air fryer. I'll leave it linked down below. 5 minutes, and then we'll come back. Okay, 5 minutes is done, so we're gonna give it a stir. We're gonna pour the grease in a cup because we reuse it. I love this cast iron skillet. This is such a perfect design. So easy to pour it in. This guy looks nice and crispy, so I'm gonna pull that off. This guy can go a little bit longer. Ooh, this is pretty good. Okay, we're gonna pull off the ones that are done. Look at that. You guys need to get beef bacon and try it. We got ours at Walmart. I heard you can get it at Sam's Club. Our local butcher didn't sell it, or our farmer. Okay, and then the oven one, you cook it for 15 to 20 minutes, so I'm just gonna keep my eye on it. Okay, let's see. Ooh, so the air fryer is so simple and easy. If you look at this, it kind of looks like it's still a little raw, but what we're gonna do is we're just gonna let it sit here and it'll still cook up. Be sure that when you're cooking your bacon that you don't just leave this shut and you're like, oh, it's done, it's off, because it's going to burn and get charcoaly and gross. But we're just going to let it crisp up a little more. Okay, so we have 5 ways. We have the cast iron skillet, the oven, the Dr. Barry method, a griddle, and our family favorite, the air fryer. How to clean your cast iron skillet, you want the pan to be slightly warm and you want to drain all the grease so that you can, because you do not want that going down your sink. And then get your little chunks off with a paper towel. And then we're gonna take hot water. We're gonna take our scrubby. Okay, boom. Now we're gonna take the water out and season it with beef tallow, otherwise it'll get rusty. And also, pro tip, you see all this? Before the grease gets hardened, we're gonna wipe it all off. That's the mistake most people do, is they cook their bacon and then they go and sit down at the table and eat their food, and then they come back and this is all hardened and so hard to clean.
Oh, what's that?
This is our beef tallow that we're using. We got it off Amazon. I always say support your local farmer, or you can get it from a butcher, but our farmer isn't selling beef tallow at the moment, so we're gonna use this. Oh, hot, hot, hot. And then we're gonna take a paper towel and just lightly dab it out. You don't wanna get it all out. You just want a thin layer. Now this is all good to go for the next time. Bacon in the oven is done. This might be the less messiest option. He's in the other room, so I'm gonna tell you the order. So this one is the cast iron skillet. This one is the big pot. This one is the oven, this one is the griddle, and this one is the air fryer one. These 2 are the beef bacon ones, so he's gonna try these, and I bet he's not even gonna know it's the beef bacon ones. Okay, come try it.
Should I try this one first, or what order?
Yeah, maybe start that.
Do you know which one's which?
Yeah. I'll try it too and rate it too. This is bad because I like everything, but I'm gonna say 10 out of 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So number 1, I'm rating 10 out of 10.
Number 2?
Number 2. Really crispy, crunchy.
I gave this one 9 out of 10. I'm not a big fan.
Oh my gosh.
6 out of 10.
I just realized I ate pork. I haven't had pork in, I think today's day 25.
Congratulations.
I don't even remember. Oh, shoot.
What do you give this one out of 10?
I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. That's what you give it to. Okay, now we're gonna try
This one looks the best. Perfectly cooked. Mmm.
That's really good.
10.
10.
You too?
This one's number 1 for me.
This one, the presentation isn't that great. Taste is really good. The edges are crispy, but the inside's kind of tender.
It tastes just like that one to me.
Tastes a little better. That one was really crunchy. This one has better texture. I'm giving that one
yeah, you can see this one, number 2, is really crispy.
7.
And number 4 is just nice and chewy, I guess.
What are you giving it? Don't just copy me.
I'm gonna give it a 6.
All right, last one. Presentation-wise, not so impressed.
Really flavorful, really crispy. That's really, really good.
I give that one a 7.
Okay, number 1 scored 19, number 2 scored 12, number 3 scored 20, number 4 scored 13, and number 5 scored 15 points. The winner was number 3. I agree, this one is the best one out of all of them. Okay, now I'm gonna tell you the order. This one was the oven one. I think personally, whenever you make bacon, the oven one always tastes so much better because all the flavor is just locked in and it's nice and crispy and not crumbled.
It's so good.
I really haven't had pork in so long. Before this video, I've been hyping up the beef bacon, but now I think it might have just been good to me because I didn't have the pork. But it's still pretty good, right?
The beef bacon is way better. So which, I'm guessing,
Oh, yes.
Is this it?
Yeah, in this one. So it does look goofy. If you cook it in the air fryer, it becomes flat like this. I made it before in the air fryer, and it tastes so much better.
But it is it's really good. I was surprised, and you couldn't tell the difference. If you didn't tell me this was beef, I would 100% think this is bacon. I don't know how you can get beef to even look like this. It has the fat on it, just like a pork belly would. It's really good. The beef bacon is really good. If you are doing lion diet, get the beef bacon. We just got this at Walmart. So tell us which ones are which.
Okay, so I gotta go this order because I remember. This was the very first one we made. This side was the cast iron skillet. This one was the Dr. Barry way with the pot.
So that one is, this was 15, 13.
Yeah, this one was number 5. Number 5 was the cast iron skillet one. Number 4 was the Dr. Barry method, the pot. And number 3 was the oven one. Number 2 was the griddle. This one was the air fryer one. The oven one was my absolute favorite one because it had the most flavor, was the best. And now once this hardens, we're just gonna toss this and the bottom of the pan is spick and clean. On the other hand, the Dr. Berry method one, this is gonna take some time to clean, but it's definitely because it was the beef bacon. And if you were to do the pork bacon, it would be easier to clean. So this was the griddle one. It was super simple and easy to make. I didn't even flip it, but that might be because it was the beef bacon. And then I just cleaned it off with a paper towel. I still need to clean it off better. And this was the pot one. And then this one was the cast iron skillet. This one was actually super simple and easy to make too. You just let it cook up. You just gotta make sure to watch it, that it doesn't burn, and then you clean out your cast iron skillet right away and it's good. The winner is the oven one. Look at that. It's so delicious. It cooked perfectly and evenly and it was super simple and easy to make. That is 5 methods to make bacon. I wish you all the very best. Thank you so much for watching. I will leave everything linked down below, the pot, the griddle, the cast iron skillet. But if you guys aren't subscribed, please subscribe as it really helps me out and it may help someone else out too because it'll help YouTube push my videos and it may stumble upon someone's page who struggles with anxiety or depression and they might find carnivore and it might transform their life. But thank you so much for watching. I wish you all the very best today and always bye. Beep!